What's up, guys? Your boy Swills here, and today I have another video for you guys. I already uploaded one today on the Xbox Live Showcase 2020, my thoughts on it. You can go take a look at that on my channel. I hope it does well, and I hope you watch it because I put a lot of effort into my thoughts. However, this is a different video, very different from Xbox. We're going to be talking about the Washington football team. Yes, the Washington football team, not the Washington anything else. There is no team name. It's the Washington football team. Obviously, we all know that the previous name, the Washington Redskins, was racist. It was very derogatory towards our Native American people, and you know, it should have been changed a long time ago. However, it seems like Dan Snyder and his team have finally come around to change the name. And of all the names they could have possibly come up with after being recommended probably tens of thousands of names by the NFL fans, and I'm sure people within the organization, they decided to change their name temporarily, keep in mind, to the Washington football team. The Washington football team. Are you kidding me? The Washington football team? The Washington football team. The Washington football team. Just saying it. The Washington football team. What is this? Washington FC? Washington United? This isn't a soccer team where you can get away with having a pretty cheap and easy name. This is the NFL. This is American sports. There is no American major league teams, MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, that just have, like, imagine the New York Knicks being called the New York basketball team. Or imagine the Chicago Blackhawks being called the Chicago hockey team. Let's go hockey team. What's your chant? What's your chant? What's your apparel? Seriously. And you know, it's not the biggest issue. I'm kind of exaggerating how big of a deal it is. However, it would have been nice just to have something. But I understand why they made the decision. Obviously, a rebrand, a complete rebrand, is a long-term decision, and if you choose the wrong, team name, you choose something that's bad, it could affect your merchandise sales, it could affect your fan base. You want something that's catchy, and of course it's going to take a while. You can't just come up with it in a little bit of time. So I understand why they've gone with the Washington football team. I do. You might not, but I understand it. And they've had to change their whole team, though. The uniforms are going to be different, which I've taken a look at them. I don't know if they're real or not. Maybe they're just concepts. I don't know. They look like you would expect them to. A little bit of a change. Numbers on the helmet. It's kind of old school, and it doesn't bother me too much. I think a lot of people will be up in arms about the fact that they didn't come up with a name. Once again, to me, it's a different change. Obviously, there will be apparel being called the Washington football team on hats, Washington football team on t-shirts. I think it's pretty cool. Chances are it'll only be for one season that it'll be called the Washington football team. So it's kind of almost like exclusive merchandise for 1 year. And I probably will buy a couple things for Washington football team just because it's limited time. It's not going to be around for very long. And I might even buy a Washington football team jersey. Who knows? But I understand the decision, and I think it's a pretty good decision. Take your time, figure out what you want to do with the team, because the last thing you want to do is make a bad decision. Of course, you want to keep the color scheme because that's your history. You don't want to just change your color scheme because then, fans will be up in arms, the organization, and people will be making fun of you, all that kind of stuff. But, it is what it is. I don't really have much more to offer in terms of my thoughts, but once again, a lot of people will probably be disappointed by this, especially Washington fans that are kind of in this little gray area of not knowing what's going to happen to their franchise. But, to me, it's not that big of a deal. Especially considering we might not even have an NFL season this season. So it might all be for nothing. So you might be buying Washington football team merchandise to never wear it. Keep that in mind before the season starts, because we might never see the NFL Washington football team on the field. Leave a like and subscribe. I'll be doing a giveaway to 100 subscribers. I would very much appreciate it. Leave a like as well so more people can see this video. It might not mean a lot to you to like the video. You know, it's just a little button you gotta click. But for me, it recommends my video to a lot of other people, and that's how I get more people to watch my video. So I would appreciate if you left a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think about the Washington football team. I think it's just kind of classy, if anything. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.